Hey, how's it going? And today I thought it'd be fun to do a animated gears using expressions in the graph editor. And this is actually a kind of a remake of a old Larry Schultz video. Anyway, to do this, we're just going to go into more gear, and that's our default gear right there. And that's fine. And then what we're going to do is we're going to jump into the second layer, leave that in the background. And then we're going to go back into gears here. We're going to get another gear, and we're going to give this one 8 teeth. We're going to make this 0.6. We're going to make this, we're going to make this 0.5. We're going to make this one 0.6. We're going to reduce the thickness to 0.25, and we're going to leave it at angular. And we get this gear right here. So then what we're going to do is we're going to bring the background back in like this and hit the T tool, and we're just going to scoot this over here so that it's somewhere like there, right about there. I might hit A here, zoom in a little bit on this. And then the one thing I want to do is I actually got to go to layers and get the pivot tool here, and we want to adjust the pivot here and make sure it's centered. We can go center pivot tool. That's pretty much all we got to do, and then we just got to go F7, and we're going to name this layer, double click it, we're going to name this big gear and go OK, and then we're going to name this one little gear and go OK, and then we're done. And then, well, you know, while I'm in here, just to make this more interesting, I think I can come in here and go Q, and I'm going to name this big gear too, because I'd like to give this a different color. And then I'll come in here, Q, and I'd like to make this one little gear too, and go OK. Alright, now we can just go save object, and we're just going to go XXXXX save, and we'll send this over into layout. And it should just take a minute here. And there's our gears. Look at that. Pretty cool, huh? I was interested in this because I was messing around in Unreal Engine and I saw how they used a sine node that goes between 1 and -1 to make a ball go up and down. And I was exploring mathematical expressions, and I know LightWave is heavy actually on that, but I'm very weak on knowing how expressions work in LightWave, so I thought I'd do this tutorial just to kind of start getting into it. But anyway, what we're going to do is I'm going to make sure I'm on the big gear here, and then we're going to switch to the bank here, and make sure we're on bank, I should say. And I'm going to drag this to the end, 120, and I'm just going to set this to 360. And then if we hit play, you'll see the gear spins, of course, but the other gear is not doing anything. So we're going to make an expression that will make this gear turn in response to this one. So what we do is we'll go into the graph editor here. Let's make this big, and hopefully I'll get this right. But we'll come here to expressions, and we'll go, sure, I'm on this one I think here, and I'll go new, and I'm just going to call this rotate. And then I can blank this out. I don't think it matters if something's there. But I'm going to come up here to this gear, and we'll right click it, and we'll go append to expression, and it comes down here, and that's our expression. I think what I have to do now is close this out and come in here now and select this little gear. Now go back into the graph editor. And basically what we want to do is I want to click on its bank and rotation, and I want to attach it to here. And when I do, you'll see a dot appear up here showing that it's connected. So I'll go apply, See that dot come in? So now it's connected to this rotation. Now we want this wheel to spin in the opposite direction. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a negative in front of this. And we want it to go twice the speed. So we're going to go times 2. And believe it or not, that's all we have to do. And watch, look. Is that not cool or what? Is that not cool? So here's the fun part now. Things have changed a lot, right? So, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh no, I did sort of mean to do that. Okay, so now this is LightWave 3D. So what we can do is make this look pretty darn cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and I have my big gear and I'm going to make it black. And I'm going to make this gear white. And then what I'm going to do is we're going to go into VPR. And then we're going to get rid of this. Well, let me add the physical sky. We're going to get rid of this backdrop. And I just have to parent this to my environment light. And then what I can do is really make the lighting look a lot better than it does look right now. And I do that on the pitch and rotation, so I am going to just adjust things around a little bit here and change my perspective to something like that. And that is all there is to it. And I'll render this out. Cool. Great. Isn't that cool? Anyway, that's all I had for today. Take care, and I hope to explore this more and see what more I can do with it. But anyway, take care, have a great day, and I'll talk to you next time.